The most important thing my parents have taught me about marriages is that you should always have separate lawyers with your partner. Otherwise, you're gonna end up like my mom's friend, and this is the worst marriage story I've ever heard. Let's go 30 years back and let's call this character Kate. So Kate was from a very wealthy family, and one day she's walking around the park, she sees this guy and she falls in love with him. They start dating, but she doesn't want to tell parents yet, but he's very serious about her, he's love bombing her pretty much, and he really wants to meet her parents. He understands that she's from a really wealthy family and he's not, okay? So she introduces him to the parents, and parents are like, girl, he doesn't love you, he's clearly using you for your money. And she's very upset with them. She's like, you guys only don't like him because he's not rich. Kate becomes pregnant, they end up having a wedding. And this guy is the type of dude to who you can give so much money, create businesses for him, but he doesn't know how to run shit. So what the father ends up doing is that he's hiring that guy to work at his company, gives him this important position, and pays him a ridiculous salary. He doesn't deserve this salary, but the dad is doing it in order for his daughter to keep on having this amazing lifestyle. So this dude starts believing that he's self-made really fast. He becomes super cocky, but he's still a pretty loving husband. A few years later, her father dies. And in her trust fund, it says that now his company becomes hers. So her husband comes to her and he's like, darling, I know that you're depressed. The last thing you want to think about right now is business, so let me be the supportive husband for you. He gives her some paper and he's like, just sign here and I will handle all of the operations. She doesn't look at it twice, doesn't make her lawyer look at it, because his lawyer already went through this, and she signs it. What she actually signed is that now the husband is the owner of this business, and Kate and her mom, they're fucking nobodies, okay? The business is his, he's doing really great, he divorces her the same second. He's going around, he's dating those women, and women would be an exaggeration because he's dating teenagers, and he ends up marrying one of those teenagers. The girl was 17 or something like that. The dude at that time is like 45. But because all of this has been happening in Eastern Europe, Kate's mom is the type of woman who knew people, who could visit people. So one day they visit the ex-husband, and somehow magically the business is Kate's again. This only happened because Kate's mom was a shark. They were able to recover, and we don't know what has happened to him. Do you know how many rich girls end up in situations like this? They're like the easiest targets because somehow love bombing always works on them. So be careful who you fall in love with, and always have prenups and always have your lawyers look at anything. It doesn't matter if you trust a person 1000%. Never sign anything without a lawyer being present. So as always, do whatever you want with this information.